Front Row MMA here at BAMMA 18 with Mike Grundy, and every time you go out there, the grappling is so impressive, and tonight was no different. Did your opponent have any surprises for you once you took a dominant position?
No, not really. I mean, he made it hard for me to get my submission in the end on the ground. You know, he knew what he was doing, pretty strong, and obviously he's got a decent record, got a bit more experience than me, but he made it hard for me, but you know, I'm happy to get the draws in the end.
You say it made it hard for you, yet here you are. I mean, four minutes into the fight, you're as fresh as a daisy. I don't think he landed anything on you. The win is everything, I know. What are you taking away from this performance? What are you most pleased with?
I'm pleased because he's a much more experienced opponent than me. He's an international opponent, you know, and he's obviously 7-1. I'm only 2-0 now, 3-0. But so I'm obviously going to take some confidence away from the fact that the guy has got a decent record.
You're starting to develop a pretty heavy reputation among the UK MMA scene as the guy nobody wants to claim. You don't want to go to ground with you. Nobody wants to wrestle with you. You know, are you almost disappointed you didn't get a chance to show off a bit more striking and knock the kid out, or are you happy that the bread and butter, that's where I'm going to go?
I'm happy. You know, wherever the finish is, I will take it, whether it's on the feet or on the ground. But obviously, my game is the ground, and my game's wrestling. So, you know, I mean, I was waiting for the kid to do something. I was waiting to throw some shots and like I said, but he wasn't doing much, so I thought, yeah, I'll take him down.
Your movement again from in top position, though, you know, the way you transition from position to position, again, that's something that's got to please you, because it seems more smooth every time you get in there.
Yeah, I mean, we're training with good guys in the gym all the time. Like obviously Tom Aspinall's an heavyweight. I'm rolling with him 3 to 4 times a week. He's obviously a brown belt, very good on the ground. So in order to move around that guy and try and keep him down and do my best against him, it's going to be tough. So to get into someone who's my weight and probably not as experienced as Tommy, it's a bit different. You know, it's a bit better. You know,
how many fights do you feel you're away from BAMMA going? Come on, a Lonsdale title for you for sure.
Yeah, I've just signed a contract now with BAMMA. You know, I've obviously got 3 more left. We've got a 4-fight contract. Maybe we'll get them 3 fights out of the way, and then we'll have a look at the next contract. So hopefully it'll involve getting the BAMMA gold, and that's my aim, to get the BAMMA belt, obviously. And then obviously move on to bigger things.
You know, BAMMA are looking to be really active this year. You know, at least 1 fight card. It looks like every 4 weeks. March isn't too far away, April's not too far away. How soon before you're happy to step into the cage?
I am happy to go in March 28th, which I'm more certain I will be. I'm going to be staying as active as I possibly can this year. I'm looking at going to Rome, to the European Jiu-Jitsu Championships, Gueye. I would like to compete in that, to see where I'm at and to see how I'm doing there. So I'm going to stay as active as I possibly can. I'd like to go in March, and then I'd like to go to Rome, and then I'd like to go again in April. I'm busy. You know, with wrestling, we was wrestling sometimes week in, week out. I'm used to competing 3-4 times a month, you know, so.
You know, a performance like that, a command, I'm going to be sycophantic, I don't care. It was commanding, it was dominant, and it was one-way traffic all the way. You've got to have people you want to give a shout-out to, sponsors you want to thank.
Yeah, of course. Just check my shot. We've got Wigan Elite Wrestling Club, which is probably one of the best wrestling clubs in the UK now, most busiest. Elite Fitness Factory, who do all my strength and conditioning. I'd like to thank them, Bob Bestwick. My sports psychologist, which is Paul Russell. Plumbers Northwest, he helps me out massively. Lee Seddon, and then we've got Qualitech, this guy helps me out massively too. And then we've got Physio, who I see week in, week out, keeps me as active as I am, keeping me injury free. So I'd like to thank all of them, and obviously, you know, I'd like to thank Team Cabon and Colin Aaron and all my training partners, Andy Aspinall, who are obviously training us day in, day out and making us the best fighters in the country.
It's a pleasure to watch you work, and I'm not going to argue with that statement, because that was a dominant performance. Thank you so much. Thank you.